2 absentees this week, and one has said that there was definitely practice at home. So, we're going to sit back on our chair. So you have this top bar that you rest your middle back against. You're going to place your hands on your thighs, behind your waist. Please, you just put your mat underneath your chair and close your eyes. So your knees are going to be in line with your hips. And if you have a quick peek down at your toes, so it's all about alignment. We want to ensure that our toes are in line with our heels, even when we're sitting, so that we're starting to send a message to the brain about what way we should hold ourselves. The soles of the feet are flat on the mat, so you're not lifting your heels or lifting your toes. And if you find that you're struggling to get to the mat, I don't think anybody is, you can place the block underneath your feet. So sitting up tall, crown of the head to the ceiling. Close your eyes. We're just going to do a little bit of centering, bringing our awareness to our breath, coming away from our busy mornings, whatever that entailed. Quite often when we now settle into a seated posture, or without actually moving physically, our mind starts to race. We want to try and quiet that mind. So I want you to practice a little breathing technique called Sama-Vritti. Sama meaning equal, Vritti meaning variations. So we want to create our breathing so that we have equal lengths with our in-breath and our out-breath. Breathing in for a count of 4 and exhaling for a count of 4. And that is quite a short breath. And that is because our breath is directly connected to our nervous system, our sympathetic and our parasympathetic nervous system. So our sympathetic nervous system would be our fight or flight, when everything is reactory and it's go, go, go. And parasympathetic is our relax and rest. So for that type breathing, we want to do slow breaths. But for our sympathetic nervous system, we want to do short breaths. So we want to start to connect to our breath, breathing in for a count of 4 and exhaling for a count of 4. Every so often, just check into your posture. Are you slouching your shoulders? Are you engaging your tummy a little? Slow and steady breath, not too slow and not too fast. And when we're focusing on our breathing, it allows the mind to quiet, allows the mind to become more quiet. There might still be a little noise going on in there. Slowly but surely, with your continuous practice, it becomes less and less active. Now I want you to take a really deep breath in through the nose, fill up both lungs. Expand your chest, expand your ribs, a little bit into the belly, hold it in, part your lips and sigh it out. One more, breathe in, fill up your chest, your side ribs, your back ribs, your belly, and sigh it out. And last time, deep breath in. Good, nice. Close the mouth and just breathe in and out again, equal lengths. Sama-Vritti. And on your next exhale, bow your chin into your chest. You can flutter your eyelids open, allowing the light in, or keep them closed, totally optional. We're going to just rotate the head all the way around, leading with our nose, taking it up to the ceiling, all the way around. You're going to circle with your nose, back down to the floor, and then lift your nose to center. We're going to nod our head no, going to the right, to the left, right, to the left, and back to center. And then drop your right earlobe to your right shoulder. Another side, back to center. Try to relax the shoulders, try not to let the tension creep up. And back to center. Good. Now we're going to shrug our shoulders to our ears and shrug them down. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. One more. In. Good. Now we're going to make two fists just down by our sides. We're going to rotate our shoulders forward and back. And what that will impact is the rotation of the wrist. So the wrist will then start to rotate away from our bodies and then rotate it all the way back. So the work is happening in the shoulder cuff. The shoulder cuff is rotating forward and rotating back. That's it. Rotating. So think into the shoulders rather than the arms. And back. Good. Rotate forward. Good. Rotate back. That's it. One more. Rotate forward and rotate back. Good. Now I want you to scoot your bum a little bit more forward into the middle of your chair so you're not resting on the back bar. And I want you to make big circles with the shoulders. So bring the shoulders forward, up, back, squeeze the shoulder blades, good, and down. Forward, that's it. So sitting upright, not slouching. Don't be slouching, good. And big, one, last one. Good. Now I want you to make cactus arms. So cactus arms is the elbows in line with your shoulders and your wrists are in line with your elbows. We're going to bring the elbows and the forearms together, and then as we bring them back, we want you to bring your elbows back, squeeze those shoulder blades back, that's it, hold your golden P, and then bring the forearms back together. Okay, 3 more. Breathe in as you bring it back, exhale through the nose as you bring it forward. Good. 2 more. Breathe in, breathe out. Last one, breathe in, breathe out. Now keep the forearms together, keep your elbows together and your forearms together. You're going to take your right arm over your left. Right arm over your left. Good. Now you're going to rotate the right forearm around the left arm. Around the left arm. As best you can. Now if you're really struggling to do that, just bring the backs of the forearms together and press the backs of the hands together. So whichever option you have chosen. Now, from here, you're going to lift ever so slightly elbows away from your body. Ever so slightly. Good. And then as you bring the elbows back in, I want you to bring your shoulders forward and crouch down so that you're rounding your back, taking your chin in. So this is Garudasana arms, or eagle arms. And then lift up again, rolling up through your spine, taking your fingertips towards the ceiling. Good. One more. Breathing in as you round, elbows into the belly, feet flat on the mat. Exhale as you release. Straighten the spine, release the arms. Good. Unravel the arms and open up into cactus. For 3, breathing in, breathe out. Breathe in, good. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in, breathe out. Now this time we're going the other side. So start with the forearms together. You're going to take the left over the right. And then wrap the top arm all the way around, bringing the palms together. Again, not possible today, just bring the backs of the arms together. But you'll find that sometimes one side is a wee bit more free than the other. So breathe in, lift the fingers away. Exhale in, round. Elbows in. Good. So you're creating space in your upper back. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, round. Good. One more. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift it up and unravel the arms. Release and roll the shoulders. Roll the shoulders. Good. We're going to just release our arms out in line with our shoulders. Spread our hands out wide like spider webs, and then clench our fists. We're just working into the fingers, into the hands and the wrists. Good. And then lift the fingers up to the ceiling and down. Up, down. That's it. Stretching our forearms, and then nice big circles with the wrists. Going one way and then go in the opposite direction. Good. I'm going to turn around to shake it out on my chair. There you are. The bum here, scoot a little bit more forward on your chair. So now you're sitting at the very edge of your chair. I I want you to reach back and hold onto the bar. Now take your feet with you. When you scoot forward with your bum, you want to keep that right angle with your legs. Hip distance apart and ankles underneath your knees. Now you've reached back with holding onto the bar. I want you to bring your heart forward and your shoulder blades back. So you really squeeze in that shoulder blades. Holding onto the bar, I want you to bring your heart even more forward. So you're leaning forward, pulling on the bar behind you. That's it, good. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Now you can stay here if this is enough, or start to walk the hands up higher to the top of your bar. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades back. That's it, keep breathing, keep bringing the heart forward. Beautiful. Pressing the toes and the heels into the mat. Holding it here. Big stretch for the shoulders. One more breath. Breathe in. And on the out breath, start to walk the hands back down the bar. And then release. One big circle. Good. Now we're going to reach both arms all the way up to the ceiling. Now try not to bring the ribs with you. The temptation is to bring these front ribs forward. Keep the ribs protecting the organs. Reach, reach, reach. Fingers all the way up to the ceiling. Take your shoulders up to your ears. And then slowly through muddy waters, bring your arms back down by your sides. Good. Breathe in, turn the palms away. And this time I want you to lift the arms and lift your gaze. Bringing your hands together in prayer. Breathe out, turn the palms away, and bring your arms down through muddy waters. One more time. Turn the palms away, breathe in. Extended mountain. Exhale, turn the palms away, bring your arms back down through muddy waters. Good. Now we're going to take our hands to our left thigh, extend the right and flex the right foot. We're going to press our hands into this left thigh and lean forward with our heart. Lean forward with our heart. Good. So now we're having a nice long stretch off the back of the right leg. Calf, back of the knee, hamstring. Keep breathing. Nice elongated spines. Now we've worked on the shoulders, so don't allow them to grind or come forward. Keep bringing the shoulder blades back. Drawing the navel in to support your spine. One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sit up tall. Change sides. So the right foot comes underneath the right knee. Left leg extends. Flex the left foot. Hands on the right thigh. Lean forward with your heart. Coming straight so that your hips are square and your shoulders are square. Bringing your shoulders back. Don't allow the shoulders to come forward. Good. And breathe. Fix your gaze on a spot. On the floor. Toes towards the ceiling. One more breath. Breathe in. And on the out breath, bring the torso back upright. Take the left foot in. Now take the right knee all the way up towards your chest. Take your hands, interlace them underneath your right and circle the right foot. Circle the right foot one way and then the other way. Now we're going to extend that right leg as best we can and bring it in. Squeeze it all the way in towards your sit bones and then squeeze it out. And in, out, and in. One more. Out and in. Now bring it out. Flex your foot, it doesn't matter how high. And then release your hands. Hold it there. Breathe in. 2 more breaths. In. Keep lifting. Keep squeezing. 1 more. Breathe in. Keep sitting upright. Now take the knee. Hold on to the shin. Squeeze it into your chest. Well done. Well done. Other side. Take your hands underneath and circle the ankle. One way. And then the other way. And then relax the ankle and we're going to extend the left leg. Doesn't matter how high. And 2. And 1. Now flex the foot. Release your hands. And just lean back ever so slightly. So this is literally called chair pose. Navasana. 2 more breaths. Breathe in. 1 more. Breathe in. And release. Well done. Now we're going to come off our chairs and turn we're actually going to use the seat of the chair. So bring the the seat a little bit further. And if you have anything for underneath your knees, if you want, a little bit further to the front of your mat, so that the seat is facing you. And if you have anything for your knees, you want to bring your knees onto your extra cushioning. And you're bringing your hands to the seated part, the edge of the seated part. Okay? Can you see the reason? Yep. So you're grabbing onto the edge of the seat. Yeah, and the seat is closest to you. Now make sure you are a good bit away from the seat of your chair, because you want to have to lean forward. So lean forward. So at the moment, we're sticking out our bum behind and we're leaning into the chair. Okay. Good. So from here, we're going to bring our body weight forward. So we have to now bend our elbows. Now we want to keep those elbows tucked in. We don't want to bring those elbows out wide. We don't want this effect, we want this effect, okay? So we're working our biceps and our triceps. Now we're not going to turn our hands around like this. We have to hold on to the edge of the chair and bend our elbows, bringing our chest towards the chair and push the chair away. Okay, so this is a modified chaturanga or press up. So bend, bringing the chest towards the chair and push the chair away. Try to bring those elbows in. So we're working our triceps. Good. For 5, bring those elbows in. And 4, draw the navel in a lot. Don't collapse the hips. 3, push the chair away. 2, and 1. Good. Elbows in. Now we're going to come down halfway. So we're bending the elbows. We're not going all the way down. And we're going to pulse for 5, 4, tiny, tiny pulses. 3, 2, and 1. And push the chair away. Okay, another 5. 5, and away. 4, good. Good. Try not to move the hips. Keep the hips nice and square and steady. 2, and 1. Now we're going to come halfway, half, and pulse for 5. Elbows in, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And release, shake it out. So next time you see the chairs,
It's not to sit in your body.
So my chair's been off the mat, so I'm just bringing my chair back a little bit more. Okay, so we're going to add on to that now. So we have done our little chaturanga, press up. So now we're going to lean into our chair with straight arms, holding onto the edge of the chair. Take our right leg out behind. Take our right leg out behind. So if you find that you've come off your mat, just walk a little bit up. Yeah. So you don't want anybody to slip. I don't think the floor is slipping, but just in case, especially if you're wearing socks. Taking the right leg out behind. That's it. And then bring that right knee down and change. Lift. Okay. So you tuck the toes of the back foot under and bring the heel to the back of the ribs. So you're stretching the back of the leg. You're leaning into the chair. Okay? And one more each way. So the right leg goes out behind, tuck the toes of the right foot under, bring the heel to the back of the ribs, stretching the back of the leg. Good, leaning into your chair. And one more on the left side. Tuck the toes under, keep the hips square, so you're not lifting the left hip. Good. Now, bring the chair closer to you, a little bit closer to you, so you're not having to stretch forward. So just be careful with your mats. Yeah, that's it. Now, tuck the toes of both feet under, draw the navel in a lot, press into the chair with your hands, and hover the knees. Hover the knees. Try not to scrunch the shoulders to the ears, keep pushing the chair away. That's it, straight arms. Now the knees are bent. The knees are bent. Knees are bent. Squeeze it in. Breathe. 15 more breaths. Good, smiling. Wonderful. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out, lower. Oh, see? You can do this at home. Chairs are not just for sitting. So, we're going to do that again, but if you want to ramp up a level, I'll show you the next level, okay? So, for those of you who find that that's enough, lifting the knees, you stay there. To work a little bit deeper, we take the right leg out behind, the left leg out behind. And this is plank with the chair. Okay? So, tuck the toes of both feet under, feet and knees hip distance apart. Draw the navel in so you're engaging your core, and then lift the knees away from the floor. Stay here if this is enough. Extend the right leg if you want to ramp. Left leg, plank. Tuck in the tailbone. Don't allow the tailbone to lift up to the sky. So we're not downward dog, we're in plank. Shoulders align with hips, align with heels. One more breath. Breathe in, so doing fantastic. And on the out breath. Step up with your right foot. Step up with your left foot. Step up with your right foot and then your left foot. Good. Now if you had something underneath for your knees, just take it to one side. Take it to one side. Now bend both knees, lift your chair away from your body. Lift your chair away from your body. Have a peek down and check your paper.
Sorry, I could just have some water.
Yeah, yeah. 2 seconds.
Have you some private bottle here or have you?
Yeah, I have a bottle.
I forgot to do
It is right one in here. Look at the footage. See? What did you hard, ladies? It's great. You want to just take a wee moment?
Just take a moment.
Grand. Okay, we'll keep going, guys. So, hands are on your chair. Okay, so are on the seated part of your chair. You're going to walk the feet a few inches away from the chair, so now you're leaning into the chair. Now turn your palms around so the whole of your hands is on the seated part of the chair, and you're going to bend both knees deeply. So I would come off a wee bit, yeah, that's it. Feet hip distance apart, and then bring your heart in the direction of the floor. With both knees bent, you're sticking your tush to the back of the room, bringing your heart in the direction of the floor. Nice elongated spines. So have a look up at me. So we're not leaning into the chair. We're bringing the weight back, and the heart is coming down towards the floor with a nice elongated spine. Good, good.
Yeah, okay.
Keep drinking the water. Don't be afraid. Good. Feet hip distance apart. Bend your knees, keep breathing. That's it. Beautiful. Breathe, breathe, breathe. One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift your gaze, and start to walk all the way up towards the seat. That's it. And then come all the way up to standing. Now we're going to turn the chair around. So now the high bar is facing you. The high bar is facing you. Okay. Hands on top of the bar and start to walk away from the bar. So now you're going to have to stretch the arms, walking towards the back of your mat. So say it again. Feet hip distance apart. Bend both knees. So we don't want the weight to be onto the toes. We want to be the weight evenly distributed on the feet. So you're not leaning onto the balls of your feet. Hands on top of the bar. And once again, stick your tush out, bend your knees, and bring your heart between your arms down towards the floor. So it's a super elongated spine. Super elongated spine. Good. Now this is the ripple effect. I want you to think into your spine, think into your tailbone. I want you to tuck that tailbone in towards your nose. Tuck it in like you do in cat-cow. Tuck, tuck, tuck. And then start to slowly roll up through your spine, leaning into the chair. Rolling up as if you're coming into a plank in a standing position. Okay, that's it. Good. Coming into a plank. So you're rolling up from the tailbone, tucking it in, rolling, rolling, rolling through each vertebrae of the spine. Super slow, coming forward into a plank. Coming forward into plank. And then once you get into your plank, just stay there for a moment. That's it. Yep. And then from here, now watch my tailbone. My tailbone starts to stick out first. Bringing the tailbone back, 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 back. Then once I've brought it back as far as it can go, bend your knees and bring your heart down slowly between your arms. Lengthen your spine. Now think into your tailbone at the very base of your spine. Rather than sticking it out, we want to tuck it in. We want to hide the tailbone. Keep tucking it in, squeezing your glutes, and then roll slowly, super slow, through your spine, as if you're coming to standing, but because your hand's on the chair, you are using the chair to lean into it, into a standing plank. That's it. Good. So the hips are slightly slightly forward, hips are slightly forward. You have to engage your core. Now we stick out the tailbone one last time. Stick, 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 way to the back of the room. Bend our knees and bring our hearts down between our arms towards the floor. Nice elongated spine. Tailbone to the back of the room. Knees bent. Last time, roll up through your spine. Tuck the tailbone under. Hide your tush. Tuck it under, then roll up through each vertebrae, starting from your lumbar spine, thoracic. That's it. Coming into your plank. That's it. And then step up with your right. Step up with your left. Good. Roll the shoulders. Hands onto the chair. Now the chair, we're going to do a little balance, is for support, okay? So that we're working on the balance but not holding on for dear life. Toes in line with heels, standing up tall. We've tucked in our tailbone to roll up through your spine, so keep that tailbone tucked. Draw the navel in and lift the heels away from the floor. Lift the heels away from the floor. Good. The chair is just there for support. And then release the heels. We're going to do that 2 more times. Lift. Fix your gaze in a spot. And lower. 1 more. Lift. And lower. Now we're going to lift both heels away from the floor. Take the weight to the left foot. And bend your right knee, so you're taking your right foot away from the floor. So you're balancing on your left ball of your foot. Good. Stay up on that left ball of your foot. Place the right ball of the foot down. So you're still lifted with both heels. Take the weight to the right ball of your foot and take the left foot away. And place it back down. Bend, or sorry, lower, and bend both knees. Good. Okay, good. Now we're lifting our heels away from the floor. This is where it gets challenging, okay? So make sure, have a pick down, make sure your knees are in line with your hips, in line with your ankles, so don't have your knees sticking out, okay? Evenly distribute. Take the weight to the left ball of your foot. Take the right foot away. Squeeze into that left quad. It is hard. Then place the right ball of the foot. Stay in your squat, bend the knees. Ball of the right foot, take the left foot away. Good. Place the left foot back down. Take the heels down to the mat. Stay in your squat. Stay in your squat. Now bring the feet and the knees together in with bended knees. Option 1 is to keep your hands onto the back of the chair. Option 2 is to reach the arms all the way up to the ceiling. Now we want to hide that tush. We don't want to stick the bum out. We want to keep it nice and tucked in. Draw the navel in. Arms up is too much. Hands onto the chair. Just hold it there. Working your legs. That's it. You keep on to the chair. Breathe. This is squat. Utkatasana. Fantastic. 1 more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hands into the chair. Don't straighten the legs. Ensure your chair's at the front of the mat. Take the weight to the right foot and step back with your left. Step back with your left. Come onto the ball of the left foot. Keep that right knee bent. Good. Now release your hands from the chair or keep the hands on the chair. Holding it there. Reach the arms back. This is humble. So you're staying loaded onto that right thigh. You're staying forward. Shoulders back. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take the arms up. Humble crescent. 1 more breath. Breathe in. Now from here we're going to lift the torso. Keep that right knee bent. And cactus arms. Cactus arms. Elbows in line with your shoulders. So the right foot is supporting the body weight. Now take those elbows back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Elbows together. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Elbows together. Hands into the chair. Lean into the chair. Big step up. Well done. Other side. Other side. Okay. Strong work for the legs. Back to our squat. Feet together, legs together. Squeeze. Step back with your right. Lean into that left thigh. Now start to bring the weight slightly back into the ball of the right foot. Your weight is on the left whole of the foot and the right ball of the foot. You're leaning into it. Okay. Now you can stay here with the hands on the chair. If you want to work a wee bit deeper, take the arms back. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. So if you're holding a golden pea between your 2 shoulder blades, squeeze the belly in. Grind into that left big toe. Beautiful. Breathe in. Breathe out. Reach it all the way up. So direct line. Fingertips in line with your shoulders, in line with your hips. Back leg is straight. All 10 toes facing the front of your mat. Breathe in, breathe out. Straighten the torso. Keep that left knee bent. Breathe in, cactus. Breathe out, close. Slowly. In. Out. One more. In. Close. Bring your hands to the chair. Lean forward with your heart. Step up with the back foot. And shake it out. Well done, well done, well done. Okay, so from here we're moving into Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Standing in Tadasana, take the weight to your right foot and step back with your left. Now bend into that right knee. It doesn't have to be too far. It all depends on how much you want to work. So from here we have to rotate this left shoulder, left hip, left heel without moving our right foot and knee. So keep the right knee over your right ankle and rotate to the left. So you have to release the left hand away from the chair. Left shoulder back, left hip. That's it, beautiful. So now have a peek down at the feet, don't be afraid. So both heels are in line with one another. So your top heel is in line with your back heel. And your back toes are rotated 45 degrees to your left. Good. Now rotate your gaze over your right shoulder, and you can keep that right hand on the chair or release it up. No higher than your shoulders. Rotate your gaze, look out at your right hand. Right hand, the hand that's in front. That's it. Good. Good. Now the work is in the legs. So strong legs, you need to bend that right knee. Back leg is straight. So you need to lift the left knee. Squeeze the thigh muscles. Draw the navel in. Hide the tush. That's it. Ribs in. One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Right hand to the chair. Left hand to your waist. Right hand to the chair. Left hand to your waist. Now we're going to lean into that chair, into the right side body. Right elbow coming in towards your rib cage or in towards your waist. And then this left arm reaches up and over your head. Up and over your head. You can look down at your right hand or look up at your left hand. Parsvakonasana. Try not to bring that right shoulder to the ear. Keep the right shoulder back and down. Breathe. One more. Breathe in. And on the out breath, we're going to twist. So lift that left heel away from the floor. Rotate your left hip, left shoulder. Place your left hand on the back of the chair, so back to our present legs. And then a big step up with the left foot. Other side. Step back with your right. Bend the left. Rotate. Right shoulder, right hip, right heel. Left knee stays to the front. Look down at your heels. Both are in line with one another. Right toes out 45 degrees. You can keep your left hand on the chair or reach it up shoulder height. Rotate your nose to the left and look down at your left hand. That's it. Bend it into the left knee. Gorgeous. Left knee bent. Back leg straight. Now, the temptation is to stick out the tush. So we want to hide the tailbone. Draw the navel in. Energy out through the fingertips. Keep breathing. Slow and steady breaths. One more. Breathe in. And on the out breath, left hand to the chair. Now don't take the shoulder to the ear. Right hand to the waist. Lean into the chair so you're dropping your left shoulder towards the top of the chair. And then release that right arm up and over the head. Or you can keep it on your waist. Parsvakonasana. Good. So keep that left knee bent. Left knee is bent. That's it, I think we're good. Good, good, good. One more breath. Breathe in. And on that breath, we're going to rotate right heel, right hip, right shoulder, right hand to the chair, and then a big step up with the right foot. Good. Shake it out. Shake it out. Good. So from here, so we're going to come away from the chair, come to the back of your mat, relax your arms, feet a little bit wider than your hips, a little bit wider than your hips. That's it. Good. We're going to bend our knees, and then leading with our nose, we're going to roll down. So start with the nose, and the nose is, there's a string and a heavy weight holding onto the nose, and it's pulling you down all the way, not lower than your knees, so just halfway, I would say, halfway. Rolling down through your spine. Now place your hands on your thighs. Place your hands on your thighs. Now, from here, your tailbone is tucked. You have a lovely big arch on your back. Shoulders are relaxed. Now I want you to press your hands gently into your thighs as you stick your tailbone back. Stick your tailbone back. And then from there, lengthen through your spine so that you are coming up halfway. Yes, so something like a sumo, what is that, a sumo wrestler? Ready to fight his opponent. So, we're coming up, we've rolled up through our spine, so literally halfway. So sticking the tailbone out at the very base of the spine, and then that creates an undulating effect on the spine. Crown of the head towards me, crown of the head towards me. Two bent knees, that's it, good. Now from here, keep the knees bent and the spine long, so you're halfway. Shoot the arms out, shoot the arms out, good. Now bring your hands behind your head, and then lift, keep the knees bent, lift the torso upright, lift the torso upright. So now you're pressing your head into your hands and your hands into your head. Good, keep the knees bent, that's it, good. Now you're going to rotate to the right, bringing it out to the right, and then bring it out to the left, bring it out to the left, good. Back to center, shoot the arms to the ceiling, bring the feet and the legs together, and then stand up tall. Extended mountain, loop the arms all the way back down. That's it, good. Now we're going to come on to our bums on the floor. So we need to move the chairs to one side. Now, if you think that it's going to be too much for you to get all the way to the floor, no problem, you sit on the chair. You can sit on the chair. Otherwise, move your chair to one side so it's not going to cause any injury. You can fold the seated part up. Good in your bum forward. Can everybody see me okay? Yeah? No chairs are in the way? Okay, so good in the bum forward, hands underneath our thighs, and then slowly sliding your hands down the back of your thighs, rolling down. So tuck the tailbone under, rolling all the way down, supporting the spine, holding onto your thighs. Once you have arrived with your back of your head on the mat, slide your heels up towards your sit-bones. Sit-bones. That's it, good. Now, as if you're reaching down with your fingertips to touch your heels. So your arms are down by your side, reaching down towards your heels. They may not reach, and that's perfectly fine. If they do reach, then bring your heels a little bit further away from your fingertips. A little bit further away from your fingertips. Now, close your eyes. And I want you to visualize your spine lying on the mat. You'll feel that you will have that natural arch on your lumbar spine and your lower back. And so it's like a marshmallow between the floor and you. The space that is created with a marshmallow. Once again, I want you to think into your tailbone. And we want to notice that our tailbone may be pressing quite a lot into the mat or into the floor. So I want you to tuck that tailbone under, bring in the pelvis, like swaying the pelvis up towards the ceiling. Now notice, by tucking the tailbone under, you have flattened your marshmallow. So now the marshmallow is completely flat on your mat. You can feel the whole of your spine by just tilting your tailbone on the mat. To do that also, you're squeezing your bum muscles, your glutes. And you also may feel a little engagement in your hamstrings and the back of the thighs. I want you now to think into your feet. Keep holding that tailbone nice and tucked. The marshmallow is nice and flat. Think into the soles of your feet. Press the soles of the feet really strongly into the mat. And I want you now to start peeling the rest of your lower back away from the floor. Lifting slowly each vertebrae from your lower spine, your lumbar spine, into the middle back. Super slow. Coming into bridge, a super slow bridge. Relaxing the arms, relaxing the shoulders. And now you'll feel the support of this position in your upper back and your shoulders. The back of the neck is long and it shouldn't be resting on anything. And then I want you just to bring the tailbone as if you're going back down to the floor, but you only arrive halfway. So only go halfway, and then lift the tailbone back up towards the ceiling. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the hamstrings, press the feet into the mat, Bring it back down halfway, and then lift it back up to the ceiling. Do that 4 more times. Bring it down halfway, breathe in out, breathe in, lift. Bring it down halfway, bring it up, lift. Breathe out, lift, or lower. Breathe in, lift. 1 more time. Breathe out, lower, halfway. Breathe out, lift. Good. Now that we have lifted all the way up to the ceiling, I want you to think into your upper back and slowly roll down each vertebrae. Keep your eyes closed and visualize your spine like a pearl necklace, lowering 1 vertebrae at a time, 1 bead at a time, back onto the mat. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the belly in, super slow. Well done. Once you have arrived your tailbone onto the mat, take your right knee in, left knee in. You can either hold onto the tops, the shins, or bring your hands underneath your knees and give your knees and thighs a gentle squeeze. Tailbone down to the mat so your marshmallow is completely flat, and rock your body from side to side. So you're stretching out your glutes, stretching out your hamstrings. 1 more breath. Back to center. Hold on to the shin with both of your hands or underneath your right knee, and lower the left foot to the mat, left knee to the ceiling. Give your right knee an extra squeeze, and you can choose to keep that left knee to the ceiling or extend the left leg away. Flexing your left foot, keep squeezing the right knee in. Continue to breathe in and out. Now you want to start to aim for longer breaths. So moving from your in and out breath from a length of 4 to a length of 6, 8 or 10. Equaling in and out. 1 more. In. And as you slowly breathe out, release the right foot to the mat. And slide the left heel up. Bringing the left knee all the way up to the chest. And again, the shins are underneath, giving it a gentle squeeze. And you can choose to have the right knee to the ceiling or extend it away. Slow breathing. One more. Slow breath in. You're squeezing the left knee in, so you're stretching the glutes and the hamstrings. And on the out breath, release. Left foot to the mat. Now slide the right knee up, all the way up towards the ceiling. Walk the feet out just to the edge of your mat, so the knees now fall into touch. So the knees are now coming into each other to touch. And then release your arms to the floor, slide them no higher than your shoulders, and bring both knees over in the direction of the right. They'll not be on top of one another. And then bring them to center, over to the left. Center, breathe in, exhale right. Center, exhale left. One more each way. Center, breathe in, slowly. Breathe out, right. Center. And left. Back to center. Walk the feet back in, hip distance apart. Slide your arms down by your side and reach the right arm up and over your head. Roll over onto your right side with your left hand on the floor in front of your heart. And then push the floor away with your left hand. Slowly bringing yourself upright. Slowly, slowly, slowly. No rush. Allow the blood to slowly roll back to the heart. And now grab your jumpers, grab your blankets. Relaxation. We have options here for relaxation. If you want to relax sitting upright on the chair, just rest on your hands, no problem. Option 2, now that we have the chairs, is to rest your legs on the chair. I'll quickly demonstrate. This is a nice raise, particularly for your back, particularly for your spine. So it's a bit of figuring. You bring your right leg up, your left leg. And if you check me out, it's at a right angle, so that the edge of the chair is right underneath my knees. And then I lower slowly down, so that my back is completely flat on the floor. My legs are fully supported. Now I can assist for anybody who wants to give that a try, so please just bear with. And then slowly lower yourself down. That's it. Is that big?
Yeah, that's good.
9. Yes?
It's not like right angle.
Now you're going to bring it a wee bit more up to you. So you keep your legs. That's it.
Great
That's
job.
it. How does that feel?
Brilliant.
Yeah?
Yep.
Good. And I'll grab a few pillows. Bear with. So this is an excellent way to allow the spine to completely relax and rest, so that you're not engaging any muscles at all in order to even lie on the floor. So if it's okay, I'm going to close those windows because it is quite chilly. And when it comes to you know the way at the end of the class we roll up, turning on our side, just be wary of the chairs. You're taking your knees into your chest and then you're rolling up to the side. And I will try and move the chairs out of your way. Turn on the lights. So arms are just down by your side, palms rotated. I want you to focus on your breath. So we started the class with short Samavritti, and now we want to emphasize length. Long in-breath and equal long out-breath. With every breath, you can feel your body starting to let go. Let go of any tension, physical tension. Or any thoughts of tension, thoughts that are not serving you right now. Allow them to flutter away. The breath allows the parasympathetic nervous system to come in to play, so that we are giving ourselves, our bodies, our minds permission to relax. And if you struggle to quiet the mind, then just repeat the mantra: I am breathing in, I am breathing out. Taking your awareness to the crown of your head. Relax the crown of your head, back of your head, sides of your head, forehead. Relax your eyebrows, eyebrow center, your nose, nostrils, eyelids and eyes, cheeks, ears, upper lip, lower lip. Unclench your teeth, remove your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Relax your jaw and your chin, throat, neck, tops of your shoulders, collarbones, chest, heart, front ribs, side ribs, back ribs. Relax your belly, your hips, your pelvis, thighs, knees, shins, ankles. Relax the tops of your feet, your toes, big toes, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Soles of your feet, heels, calves, backs of your knees, hamstrings, buttocks, lower back, middle back, upper back. Relax your shoulders, armpits, upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, heel of your hands, thumbs, forefingers, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. The backs of your hands and the palm of your hands. Both arms, hands, legs, feet. The torso and head fully relaxed. All your muscles, ligaments, tendons, fascia, your organs, your bones, cells and skin. Every part of your body relaxed. Letting go. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. I asked the farmer, how does the corn remain so tall against the storm, the rain, and the wind? To which he replied, because their roots run deep. So I thought about bones, I thought about my parents, and I thought about what it means to grow in both directions. How through giving we also receive. How the hermit crab, once grown too big for its home, leaves it for another to use. How transition requires vulnerability. How the world is littered with empty cocoons left behind by people, just like you and me, who have healed themselves by healing others. For the flower to live, the seed must die, and even now, as your perpetual awakening threatens to dispel current illusions of safety, a larger reality beckons you both forward and inward, deeply rooted in the truth of love, withstanding any storm. Trust in the process. Surrender. Be and breathe. Bring your awareness back to your breath. Feel your breath entering into your chest, your ribs, your belly, expanding and then contracting as you exhale, slowly leaving your belly, your ribs and your chest. Breathing in the coolness of the in-breath and warmth of your out-breath. Beginning to notice the parts of your body connected to the mat and the chair and the space that you take up on the floor and in the studio and your surroundings. Taking your awareness into your hands and into your feet. Bringing energy back into our bodies, wiggle our fingers, and wiggle our toes. And then relax. Relax your hands and relax your feet. Take your awareness into your belly, drawing it in a little. Slowly and in your own time, super slow, bringing your knees one at a time in towards your chest. Holding on to either the top or underneath your knees, gently squeezing. And then rocking your body from side to side. Coming to center. And breathe roll over onto your right side. Left hand on the floor in front of your heart. Keep your eyes closed and just breathe. When you're ready, in your own time, push the floor away with your left hand, slowly coming up into a seated cross-leg position with your eyes closed. Then bringing your hands to prayer, sitting tall, rub the hands together, create heat. And place the warm palms over your eyes. Open your eyes behind your palms, close them shut, squeeze them tight, open and squeeze them tight, open. Look up, look down, look to the right, to the left. Rotate your eyes clockwise, anti-clockwise. And then just slowly take your palms back together in prayer. Sitting up tall, I want you to take a deep breath in and think of a positive affirmation, something personal to you. Repeat it to yourself. One more deep breath in. And on the exhale, bow the chin into the chest. On the in-breath, turn the corners of your mouth up to your eyes. And on the exhale, flutter your eyelids open.